There's a lot of ways to lead, a lot of ways to build respect, get people on board, and actually deliver on your mission. But you have a choice on how you do it. So, what do you choose? Well, I'm Hector, and I've led teams and taken on big challenges across public and private sectors. And I've also worked for all kinds of leaders. And there's those that are really fantastic that work alongside you, who coach and support you, not just to deliver today, but to get you to the next level. And then there's the other kind, the more common kind of leaders who maintain distance, who keep everyone slightly on edge, who won't lose sleep if you stay or go because to them, everybody's replaceable and disposable. And here's the thing, that kind of leader actually is very effective in the short term, anyways. But the research done on this is pretty clear. They get worse productivity overall. They drive high turnover. Turnover is really expensive to the business, not just in the dollars that you have to spend on it, but in lost knowledge, lost momentum, lost trust. But being the cool teacher has also its drawbacks, right? So you get comfortable, people get comfortable, they get complacent, and when things get tough and you need to redirect and make some hard decisions, well, people just won't follow along. They'll push back, some will leave. So, what is the right answer? Well, Niccolo Machiavelli made a really interesting argument in The Prince. And basically, what he argued was that a great leader knows to be both loved and feared. Not feared like a tyrant, feared like someone whose standards actually mean something, where accountability has stakes, where people don't want to let you down, not just because they're scared of you and you're going to punish them, but because your expectations carry real weight. Machiavelli's actual warning wasn't about being too tough, it was about being hated. He said if you cross that line, you lose everything. But here's what's fascinating. Philosophers 1500 years before Machiavelli were wrestling with this. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca and Epictetus, they were advising themselves and emperors and generals to push back on the binary. They said if you want to lead, lead from the front. If you demonstrate the character you want to see in others, something different happens. People don't just respect you, they fear disappointing you. And that is a completely different kind of authority. And it doesn't require distance and it doesn't require threats. It just requires you to actually be what you're asking others to become. And that's the real lesson here. We get sold on this idea that leadership is a choice between being feared or being loved, hard, soft, respected, liked, loved, feared. But what the framing misses is this point entirely. The most effective leaders in your home, at work, in your community aren't managing that tension. They've resolved it. They lead by being the standard. And when you do that, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to say much at all. Your presence sets the bar. Your actions do the talking. People around you will rise to meet you, not just because they have to, but because they want to. And so here's your challenge today. Stop waiting to become the leader you want to be. Just be it. Starting now, in the next conversation, in the next decision, the next moment someone is watching how you handle pressure, that is where your leadership actually lives. Be aware of it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.